welcome to another episode of Wear Many Hats, which is the podcast totally dedicated to the facilities management world. Today we have a fantastic guest. I'm going to try to attempt his name. It's Michal.
Yeah, Michal.
Maruszczak.
That's close enough. Yeah. Thanks for having me.
Thank you so much. And you are the Associate Director and Regional Facilities Management.
That's correct.
Within Savills.
That's right, yeah.
Big company.
It is indeed, yeah.
If you don't know who Savills are, you
probably live under the rock or something, yeah.
Yes, you're under a rock.
Yeah.
So, where have you come from today? I mean, not Poland, obviously. Where?
No, I've been here long enough now. I was actually based in Mayfair.
Mayfair.
So not really that far.
Very nice.
Yeah, lovely. Bit of a change from your sort of West End or city.
Yes.
It's a bit more portion.
It is portion, isn't
it? Valuable of clients, etc., expectations, and whatnot.
Yes, very nice down there. I've worked out of Dover Street before, which is a quite nice area. Had a pub right opposite. Yeah, and then the Ritz just there. Yeah, I've not been in the Ritz. I need to go. Thank you for coming. And you're going to tell us a little bit about your background today. And
try not to bore you.
No, you definitely won't. I've looked on LinkedIn. I can see so far what you've done, and it's a very interesting career that you've had so far. And no doubt you're going to inspire many people today. And so should we kick off? I'm going to ask you some questions. Let's go back.
Let's do it.
Let's go back. Tell us about, first of all, obviously you said 25 years. So you've been
now 20. So I was 21 when I arrived in the UK back in 2004. So shortly after Poland joined the EU. So obviously free movements and whatnot. And,
yes.
Came into the UK. I think the idea was to learn the language and perhaps stick around for some time and go back.
Yeah.
But then nearly 21 years later, I'm still here. So it's been a bit of a journey actually. Which I've enjoyed all the time. I spent living in the UK, and it's been a bit of a roller coaster career-wise and etc. So as I said, October will mark 21 years.
Wow.
So half my life, pretty much.
Whole lifetime there.
Oh yeah, half life. Yeah, living in the UK. Yeah.
So. We know, obviously, when you came over, did you have a job straight away, or what?
No. I came with some friends and couldn't speak any English at the time.
Wow,
which was a bit of a shock. Coming to London.
Scary.
It was scary. It was scary actually. Like what am I doing here?
Wow.
Everything seemed so big, and I just didn't feel like I fit in.
Yeah.
If you like.
And was it London that you came?
Yeah, it was London. Yeah.
Straight.
I was. I lived in London. Yeah, all my life. Half my life, should I say? Yeah. So I've been obviously, coming into sort of strange country and not being able to speak the language. Obviously, I had to find some sort of job. I have a few friends here, so they kind of set me up with some cleaning, washing up dishes and whatnot. Some kitchens, etc. So that's what I've done. I've done some sort of temporary work through some of the agency without naming any. I don't want to do it obviously free advertising.
You see it on LinkedIn anyway.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Well, anyway, that's it. Yeah, so I've done obviously some temporary jobs here, mainly washing up dishes because obviously, you can't speak the new language, so they just put you there. This is what you're going to do. 8 hours straight, crack on.
Yeah.
So that's what I've done. And then I moved on to Barbican Centre. So I spent 2.5 years in the Barbican, in the largest kitchen I've ever worked.
Yes.
Again, washing up dishes for a number of years, obviously whilst learning English in the background. So I was running back and forth to City and Islington College.
Okay.
So it wasn't far. So was it City Road?
What, learning English in Islington College?
Yeah. So I'd work there till like 6 in the afternoon.
Yeah.
I ran to the college, which was literally 10 minutes, 15 minutes walk, if you like. I'll do 2 hours of, if I remember correctly, studying, and often I'll go back.
You must be so tired.
So I used to do like silly hours, but obviously, that was my obviously main goal to learn the language really, and then see how it goes from there. So when I was able to kind of communicate fluently, if you like,
getting by,
just getting by, I was able to buy my own weekly bus pass, so that was a bit of an achievement.
To get around.
Yeah, that's it. I was like, good stuff. Still working at Barbican, and then I sort of moved on to being like a sort of chef assistant or whatever the job title was, chopping up, vegetables and doing
chef de parties.
That's the one. Yeah, it was that. So that was that, and then from there, I had a friend working on the government contract for, I think it was Intercept at the time, or Carillion, I can't remember which one was first. He was a supervisor within the Total FM contract that Carillion was delivering for Department of Environment. And they had a job opening within the sort of facility technicians team, if you like. I think that was the job title. So I was like, maybe you should apply for it. I was like, okay, well, why not, really?
Brilliant.
So I did, and I got a job. So that's how it all started from there, really.
You must have been so happy.
It was, I suppose,
nerve-wracking.
you get this opportunity in your life where you happen to be in the right place at the right time.
Yeah.
And I think that was my opportunity at the time, because goodness, what I'll be doing nowadays if it wasn't for that move, So I joined the team. I remember there was seven guys within the team. We had 3 ministerial buildings, God knows, 100 meeting rooms to look after, and what knows, all the AV equipment, etc.
Yes.
And so we was just running around fixing, pedestals and, looking after first aids and little bits and bobs, move this there, that kind of stuff. And then supervisor role became available because the guy who was in that role, he'd progressed.
Yeah.
So I applied and I got the job.
Wow.
So I was like, okay, well, that's good.
Yes.
So stay in the role for, I know this was years ago, like 17 years ago, 18 years ago.
Yeah.
Stay in the role for some time. Then Carillion lost the contract to Intercept. Intercept came in. They kind of restructured, reinvented the wheel, so to speak, again. And we had to reapply for all the newly created positions, etc. So I did apply. And I got a position.
Yes.
So I got lucky for the second time or third time.
Yes, yes.
And then I was responsible for the team that I was part of when I joined, as well as sort of your reprographics, the wider sort of former government employees, which all became employees of Intercept.
Right.
So they were happy about that again. And then fast forward from that, they've done another restructure because I don't think they was making enough money out of the contract. New positions were created. I applied, but it wasn't successful. So they offered me, I remember, relocation to Exeter.
Right.
And I thought, no.
Nice.
Not at the age of 20 something.
You want to be here in London.
Absolutely. So I was like, no. So I took the redundancy pay and then started working from another FM agency without naming anyone.
Yeah.
On a temporary sort of assignments as a FM assistant, mainly assistant facility manager, etc. And they got me a job on Olympic Park.
Oh, wow.
So I joined in back in 2010 as a temp. So I joined the wider Vinci facilities team on Olympic Park.
Yeah.
And then within, I can't remember how many months, maybe 4 months, they took me on perm. So I joined the Vinci team as a coordinator or facility assistant initially,
Yeah.
And then I got promoted to facilities coordinator.
Yeah.
So it was all mainly looking after all infrastructure throughout the Olympic Park, all the temporary offices, security, accommodation. It was a great job. I love that actually. Driving around in the pickup truck, checking up on all the security huts, as they referred to them at the time. And I did have my own temporary office building that I was solely responsible for. I remember they referred to that as North Plaza.
Yeah. Well, it sounded posh.
Yeah, but it wasn't. No. It was all porta cabin, so
It sounded
so far from posh though. And then stayed there right through to the end of the Olympic.
Wow.
So after Paralympics came, Paralympics, so I think it was September, October time.
Yeah.
So it was a project, obviously. Everyone knew there's an end to it. Yeah. So that was that. And then, if I remember correctly, I applied for a job at Cushman's.
Yeah.
And I got in as building manager at 114 Middlesex Street, just off Bishopgate, Liverpool Street. And I was in the role. Yeah, I was in the role for a year and a half, I think.
Yeah.
I turned the building around to the point where everything was just ticking along nicely. Tenants were on my side. That's the job of a BM, don't you? You come in, interrogate everything, turn the building around, make sure everything's working. All service partners are doing their job. Tenants are essentially loving you in the end.
Yeah.
And then that's a battle,
That's it.
So I'd done all that. And then I remember saying to the powers, at Christians at the time, you either give me more properties because I'm bored, I'm wasting my time here, or I'm going to look elsewhere.
Yeah.
So I remember they saying, oh, not every building manager can become a successful, not regional, but multi-site manager. I was like, well, I'll try it out, see how it goes.
Yeah.
So then I joined so I got promoted to multi-site FM. I don't remember. I had multiple portfolio of properties around sort of city, whatnot, which I managed. And then I got then promoted to regional manager.
Yeah, that's it. I can see that there.
Yeah, so obviously, I progressed through the ranks, if you like.
Quite a while, I think.
Yeah, I've been there six years, I think.
I think in total.
Up to the point where I left.
Yeah.
So I stayed at Cushman until 2018.
Yes.
And then in July, actually a couple of weeks ago, marked my 7 years at Savills. I joined Savills as a regional manager. So similar setup, obviously, multiple properties, few people to report here as part of that. within a year and a half, I think I got put forward for nomination to an associate.
You can see your growth. Really, so good.
That was pretty rapid.
Yeah.
And I was successful in securing that promotion, because obviously it's not a given as Savills, you've got to work for it.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So I secured that, and I was an associate for 5 years, I think,
if
memory serves me well. And then recently, being March of this year, I was promoted to an associate director.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much. I headed up one of the 3 Central London teams. I've got my little team reporting to me, which I support, and a number of site-based colleagues, which I also support. This is how we operate. It's been 7 years of great
of Savills.
Great work at Savills.
And you can tell us a little bit more about your day. So, obviously, I know you've come from Poland, and you come here and you made a success of it. Hard work.
I've done all right. Yeah, exactly.
Like hard
work.
It does sound like hard work.
Yeah,
just different.
Absolutely.
Did you always know that you would go on this facilities path?
No, like most people in the family, I fell into it really because, as
I do hear
I mentioned, I was in the right place at the right time.
Yes.
Back in how many years ago?
Yeah, that's so many times.
So the door was there for me to walk through, and I did. If it wasn't for that, God knows what I'd be doing now.
Yeah. Do you believe in fate? Maybe it's just...
Maybe. Well, it was meant to be.
You said lucky. I don't know.
No,
maybe
it's not like...
you mentioned lucky a couple of times. I was wondering if it's because you did work very hard.
Yeah. It could be various factors coming into...
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
A little bit of everything that got you to where you are today. And you've done fantastic.
I love what I do. I love facility management.
This is why we do this program, so you can tell people about,
being passionate about what you do. Yeah,
absolutely. And this is what it's all about. And obviously you had a language barrier.
Yeah, that was.
You may still do, but you may be some words you're like, or you really fluent now.
I've been doing long enough now. So.
Yeah, you're one of us.
Yeah. Well, there you go. Yeah, it feels like it does. Yeah.
That's terrific. But it's a great message to send out to other Poles. This is if as long as you work really hard.
Yeah, sky's the limit. Get your language sorted first, and then,
you said, and we mentioned before the show that English is quite relatively English. It is an easy language.
Yeah.
Do you hear that, everybody?
Yeah.
It's a dead easy language to learn. So, as long as you get that under your belt, there's no stopping
100%,
you
100%.
with hard work and some hours by the sounds of it.
Yeah, many hours,
So who gave you your real push in your career? You mentioned that you came over with some friends and they got you the job. Was there anyone that really...
Yeah, it was this Mike. I've not seen him for ages now.
Yeah.
He was obviously in the contract from the sort of Italian point of view, so he was the senior.
Yeah.
I don't know what his job title was at the time, but I think it was him that sort of pushed me through. Yeah. So when I got then promoted to supervisor, I think I would say that was that moment when he must have believed in me or saw something in me.
This is great.
Do you know what I mean? And it, Mike was taking that role, and that was just the start of what's been a great, career.
Yeah, absolutely. So, Mike, you say you haven't spoke to him in a while, but does he know where you are now?
Yeah. On Facebook, probably.
It must be, because obviously I was in recruitment, and it is great to see, and I've said it before on the show, lovely to see how people progress in their careers within a sector, and I think it's a wonderful thing to see. I think, I was a bit of a part of that. It's nice to see.
Yeah, makes you feel a bit proud.
As long as you're happy in your career, I don't want.
Well, that's another thing. Yeah, if you hate your job and
I'm so sorry, I didn't.
Yeah, totally. Yeah.
So looking back, rather not looking back, like now today. What's a day in your world look like in your working?
Not 2 days are the same, as we all know in facility management.
To wear the many hats.
Yeah. Well, that's how you get up in the morning. You don't know you're going to walk into when you get to work, right? So, but it's a mixture of everything, really. Problem solving that's what we do, really. Problems, ensuring that our clients' end goals are met and they're happy in the end, occupiers, etc. So
yes.
So it could be anything. Obviously, you could end up having a major sort of floods in a building that you didn't plan for, and you drop everything,
And that's what it's all about.
Or hands on deck approach, grab everyone and how do we solve this? Sort this out.
Yeah.
So you can't really predict what you're going to walk into.
Yeah. You plan for the day, but it can never be. It can never be.
You can plan your diary, schedule things.
It happens.
Precisely. But then you're going to drop everything off and then just run to save the day,
Yeah, exactly. So are you quite desk-based now, or are you more still out and about very much?
Well, because as I mentioned to you prior to this going live, I'm on a secondment within a different team now. So
yes.
I've joined a large team within a very important contract for us.
Yeah.
So I've had to kind of get my head around how the client works.
So that's what you're immersed in. Yeah.
How the team operates and what are the sort of the main challenges, what are the creases we need to iron out first,
of course,
to improve on service delivery, etc. So it's been, nearly 3 months of hard work, really.
If anyone can do it, it's you, clearly. Well, they've put you in there for a reason.
I must be doing something right, you think. Well, that's what I love. I love solving problems.
You like
I love challenge. That would really drives me to go the extra mile, really.
Yeah.
So I take this as a great opportunity to show my strengths and what can be done. To put positive spin on things.
Absolutely.
There's always a way out of, the worst possible scenario situation. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just how you approach the problem, how you tackle it.
Don't panic.
And that's what, 100%, and that's what I like doing, like getting my teeth into it.
Yes.
And then, right, how are we going to get this done? Let's do it. Let's get it done.
Yeah.
And that's what I've been doing for the past 3 months on that particular contract. And I think, I made a little progress with a few things.
Yeah. I was just about to say, let's talk challenges, but
that covers that, really.
This is it.
But this is the challenge, because, you're walking into the unknown.
Yes.
You
like that, it seems.
I love that. I love that. I mean, I just to give you an example, I had a couple of weeks back, the most important property to that client, which is located in quite well-known location.
Prestigious,
we end up having no cooling for 2 days, and we got some really high-profile clients in they're paying, high rents and whatnot. And long and short of that, we managed to sort it all out with the wider client team.
Yes.
Within a day or so, but it's just knowing it's who sometimes that matters.
Yeah.
Knowing the right people and not being afraid to approach, even if it's lying. And put it out straight out there. This is the trouble. This is what we have. We need you to move your strings. Or we're not going to get done.
Can't hide in this job, can you?
A bit of a joint approach. It's all one team ethos. This is our ethos at Savills.
Yeah.
We are one team. We don't look for lone rangers when we recruit. We want someone whoever coming in to be part of the team. We all in it together, which is what makes this place, us being so nice, I suppose, and great place to be.
The saying, "There's no I in team."
Yeah,
I love it.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
and it also, you can share the problems then, can't you? As opposed to trying to tackle everything on your own.
You can't delegate certain things,
absolutely.
But knowing who you can delegate those things to is equally important. Absolutely,
Definitely.
So know your team.
So the where do you think the industry is heading? Where are you guys heading? Do you think or AI and all this?
I mean, it's all obviously changing. Sort of. Oh yeah, that'd be nice. Thank you. It's all changing, and I think we're heading in the right direction. Obviously, there's younger generations who are being interested generally in joining the FM industry. Through the apprenticeships.
Yes,
apprenticeships.
My son.
Which is we've had few people that come through the Savills, and they stay with us as a facility managers. So just so that people actually see FM as a real career. That they could, which is brilliant, which is what you want. People probably my age or been in the game long, kind of probably fell into it.
Yeah.
Whereas now, the young people have everything's just sort of a bit more structured now. Mm-hmm. You can come in straight after school, into Savills or any other managing agent, for argument's sake, as a apprentice, work your way through, get some experience behind your belt, and then see where it takes you, And they're probably working in different areas of the business to see where their strengths or, Absolutely.
Great idea.
Yeah, it is.
My son went down that route.
Excellent, yeah.
Yeah. And I'm so glad he did that because he's in such a fantastic job now. It is a great way of, and then you don't accumulate a load of uni debt.
Yeah.
And you're working at the same time as you're learning. I think
that's
a great
win-win situation, isn't it?
Yeah. You guys as a company win as well.
Yeah, 100%.
Getting some talent on that you've actually interviewed and, done exactly.
You want to guide those, kids.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Make sure they learn best possible practices.
Yeah.
Learn from the best.
That's it.
Yes,
that's it. And a good company too.
100%, yeah.
So yeah, that's fantastic. So what about sort of AI and tech?
I mean, we can't get away from saying AI.
I love AI. How do you feel about AI?
Yeah, I love it. I mean, I'm really into sort of IT and tech.
You are
I'm crazy. I mean, maybe too much sometimes, but yeah, I love tech.
And have you got that around work? Is that something that you guys do?
I mean, there's obviously just ways you can sort of implement an AI to kind of, automate certain tasks, your admin and whatnot, spreadsheets, and this.
Making life easier.
Work smart, not hard, as they say, right? So you utilize the resources available to make that element, to lower the burden on the admin side by automating certain things, or, there's, like I noticed the other day, we've been on a call with the clients and then AI joined the call just to take the notes.
Yes.
So you had like a person on the call, which wasn't a person literally just listening. It was a bot literally just taking notes, and then you get just the whole script.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. It's
that is smart.
Yeah, it is smart. So work smart, not hard. And then there's your meeting minutes sorted there and then.
Secretaries, they don't need to take minutes anymore.
There you go. Some jobs are going to go extinct,
You're going to need other jobs to...
Yeah, you can't replace everything with AI.
Well, this is it. Within facilities and property management, I definitely don't think that you are ever going to take the human out of it. I mean, I think you can try, like here at Labs, there's a receptionist there, there's two.
Yeah.
There's always a face when you walk through the door, and it does make you feel more comfortable.
Yeah, there's something you can't replace.
Yeah, knowing there's a manager in here somewhere.
So human interaction is needed regardless,
You've got that, and you've got to report everything by a help desk online.
No.
It's good sometimes.
Yeah. You're just going to make it work for you.
Yes.
Or with you, rather than, being your replacement. Really. I think that's the key.
So you're up for it. And a friend of yours. But
100%. That's saying that obviously tasks you can sort of delegate.
The boring stuff.
Well, that's it. Or proofread or something.
Proofread,
which is really handy,
Or especially if you're not feeling 100, I always put my my emails and things through ChatGPT. Just check this over for me in my tone,
Exactly.
Sometimes it doesn't always come out how I want it.
No, it's there.
It inspires me sometimes.
It's there for you to try and use it.
I sometimes go to ChatGPT instead of Google now. Like I do. That's my
people do, really.
Yeah, because it just gets the answers from all over the place.
Yeah,
so clever.
Well, this is it. This is
maybe scary, but clever. So
maybe clever and probably more scary.
That's it.
In the years to come, really.
I think so.
Yeah.
So they say be kind.
Yeah.
Say please.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. So ESG is the buzzword at the moment, and what does it mean to you in your work?
Obviously, it's a big thing, as we all know it, and it's I suppose from a sort of client and occupier perspective is what sort of appetite they have, So there's so many options that we can provide as a business, to our clients, occupiers, through your building management systems, energy efficiency optimizations, whatnot. There's sky's the limit. It's just how deep are the pockets of our clients and what they want from us.
That's it.
There's easy wins. There's easy stuff that can be implemented at low cost, and it's just having those options for our tenants or our occupiers or clients.
And certain people are more into this way of thinking as a business.
It varies. I suppose when you look at from property to property basis, the larger assets, like your walkie-talkie. I mean, the team they have done some incredible works with, the energy efficiency and the carbon reduction and gas reduction, and it's really inspiring.
Leading the way.
I mean, we are. Definitely. So there's a lot to be done, or that can be done to improve.
Yeah, got a long way to go, I think.
Yeah, but obviously not something you can do overnight, really.
We're on the right path, though.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, definitely. I think people are aware of what we should be doing, protecting, the environment as much as we can. And
that's it.
Yeah, work smarter, really,
Yeah. Again, there it is. Work smarter.
Yeah,
absolutely.
You hear a lot of that, don't you?
Yeah. So do you think the industry at the moment is innovating fast enough? Are we still playing catch up, do you think?
I think the recognition is obviously there now. Everyone knows what facility management is. Yeah. Whereas, some 20 years ago, before my time, I was a bit of an unknown.
Yeah.
So the recognition is there.
I think so.
The IWFM body, trying to push that through.
Yes.
People are aware there's trainings through, the IWFM's available, people
there's some way to go.
Through the path, So I think we, as the industry, on the right path.
Yeah, definitely. And, you mentioned about apprenticeships as well.
Yeah, well, exactly, yeah.
There's a lot more opportunities.
Well, clearly, we all aware what FM is, and there's a career there. Yeah. Buildings aren't going anywhere.
No.
Someone's going to manage them.
And they're innovating, like you say.
Absolutely, so it's
lots of different caveats within facilities management now as well.
A safe career, I'd say,
Definitely. Yeah. And anything to do with the property.
Especially when you're passionate about, property management, how things work, Yeah. There you go.
And the challenges that come with it. Yeah. If you like a challenge, get into FM, right?
100%. Yeah. Yeah. You won't be bored. That's for sure. Yeah.
I think, and this whole wear many hats thing. I know, obviously, it's the name of the show.
Yeah.
You have to wear many hats, right?
Well, this is the thing. Spinning plates, fighting fires. That's all we do.
We could have two other spin-off shows with that name. But
yeah.
So looking back, what moment or project are you proud of today? Could even be something you're working on now, or what can you think of? You've obviously done a lot.
I mean, there's been so many things over the years I've done.
What one springs to mind?
I mean, I don't really think of anything. I mean, it's just I take pride in every little success story. When I manage to bring the tenant back on our side, or sort out all the sort of outstanding issues. You take pride, like, okay, that's another tick in the box, It's just the little wins, not necessarily the big projects.
Yeah.
Because, you make 10 little wins.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, that adds up to a hefty figure, a number.
Yeah.
Rather than just,
big portfolio of wins.
Yeah, I can't really think of anything in particular. I mean, I've mobilized properties over the years, portfolios. Yeah. The one I'm involved with over in West End, which we inherited from another managing agent, and I got asked to mobilise it, and that's been a roller coaster. It still is, but that's a massive achievement, and we've had this for a number of years now. So we clearly are doing something right.
Right.
The clients seem to be happy with what we're doing. So there you go. It's just being retained on the instruction.
Yeah. You also work for a good company there, so you've got some good names behind you there, haven't you? So
yeah. So that was absolutely,
stayed up there with the big players.
Yeah, well, this has always been, I wouldn't say sort of priority, but didn't want to go into sort of your niche companies. Always wanted to aim for the big names.
The big names, yeah. Yeah, I can see that.
Because you get the support, and
yes, and
it's easier for you to progress.
That's what I was going to say. Yeah. They're bigger, aren't they? So that
absolutely opportunities for people to grow. Yeah,
that's a good bit of advice there for someone, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. So, what's something you wish you knew when you were starting out?
Well, the language. I'm joking. No,
you said, didn't you? You've got to be able to speak English.
Yeah,
and write it. I'm assuming.
Yeah, I said from scratch everything. Yeah, it was terrifying. I remember, of course, when I started at the government contract, I had to cover reception every now and then. It was a ministerial building with ministers coming in and out. And that was the worst time I've had in my life. Like sitting there, like waiting for someone would come and, different accents and from up north or something.
I know.
And I'll be like,
Scotland, Irish. Yeah.
What are they saying to me? Like, yeah, exactly. Yeah, you're Scottish. What are they saying to me? That was terrifying.
Slow down.
But you know what they say? What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Yeah. It's all that experience that kind of toughened me, really.
I think so.
Yeah?
Yeah. I think language is tough.
Yeah, because I throw myself into the deep end, let's face it, into the unknown and started swimming in this massive ocean of God knows
of English.
Sharks or use that analogy, but I think that's sometimes the best thing to do. Throw yourself into deep end, and then just get on with it.
Sink or swim.
That's it. Yeah. You never had anyone holding my hand, really.
No. You were young coming here. 21.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah. So I just got on with it, really.
Yeah, it's fantastic. Yeah, you've done amazing. So what if someone come to you tomorrow and said, I want to do what you do? What would you say, other than learn English?
Well, assuming you speak the language, obviously, because, just crack on, really. I mean, funny enough, a couple of weeks back, I was chatting with one of the front of house guys at one of the properties, and he actually approached me and he said, I'm going through IWFM level 4. I've done IOSH, paid for itself and whatnot.
Yeah.
I want to gain FM. And I was like, well, let's have a chat.
Oh.
So like, what do you know? Because obviously he gets exposed to contractors, so he's got broad understanding of certain things. But have you ever seen the budget? Have you do you know how that works? I was like, no. I was like, well, let's, when things sort of quiet down a bit, I said, we're going to put it like an hour aside and I'll show you how it works, what budget looks like, you know, what you need to allow for, just to give him a bit of an understanding and idea.
Yeah.
But he's,
So that's somebody that's learning or everything that you do.
Yeah, just passing the knowledge, really, you know.
Yeah.
Because, you know,
it's very broad,
been
right?
in the game long enough now, so obviously certain things, we don't want anyone to repeat, you know, your own mistakes.
No.
Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
So you can kind of point them in the right direction and put them in the right path and do those things.
That's great.
You know, if you want to go for interviews or if you're applying for jobs, those are the things they're going to ask you. You know,
they're using you as a mentor.
I've done this quite a lot. I like that a bit.
Yeah,
I like mentoring people.
This is great.
Yeah.
You probably get loads of emails now.
Yeah. So it's just it's I do enjoy sort of showing people, you know, where they can get and what they need to do to get there.
That's lovely. So do what you do. Right?
Yeah.
I love that. You'll probably get some messages come out on LinkedIn.
By all means, yeah.
Yeah. To ask how can I do this? What's the best route? I mean,
happy to help.
This is a quick podcast to talk about a long career in facilities.
I mean, I started from scratch.
Yeah, obviously, I can see that.
I've done my degrees in the background as well.
That's so good.
I got my master's last November. Oh, yeah. So
congratulations.
Thank you. So I've been really working hard behind the scenes. Yeah. On top of a busy job though.
I was going to say, my mouth's open, like dropping days. That's insane. You work really hard. And my next question is around, you know, wrapping it up on the work side.
Yeah.
What do you do to switch off outside of work?
This is really going to surprise you. I'm a musician.
Really?
Yeah, I play tenor saxophone. I love music. It's my life passion, really. So
music too.
I play in several bands and orchestra, saxophone quartets, and doing gigs. Yeah. So, it's a big part of my life, music, always have been, yeah.
And this from young?
Well, I started when Dad put me through to music school when I was 9.
Your dad did?
Yeah, so I'd done music school, 6 years of music school, then came to the UK, hadn't played for like 10 years, because obviously I had other things to worry about, you know.
Yeah.
Then bought a sax off eBay on a Friday night.
Yeah.
I live it there.
Yes.
And
reliving your youth.
Yeah, and then I was like, okay, well, I've got to find a band, and I found a band, and then from there, just all took off. So I started obviously getting to know people from the area, joined different bands, different orchestras, etc. And then we're also playing a quartet. So we're doing several gigs. Yeah. We got one gig coming up if you're interested in Sapling on Sea.
Yeah.
September, probably.
Sapling on Sea.
Yeah.
This sounds great. Yeah. My goodness.
Yeah.
And what about family and life and?
Yeah, obviously,
because you mentioned your wife, so you have time for everything.
Well, listen, many people ask me many times. My boss been asking, how do you do time for everything? You got a busy job. You're going through 2 degrees. You do your music. How do you do all that? I was like, well, I just do.
Yeah.
I don't know. It just comes naturally. You know.
Sleep. I do.
Even if I find time for the odd beer every now and then.
Nice.
No, but I suppose something I wanted to do, and I was really passionate about. I've got to get that done.
You're so driven, aren't you?
I am driven massively. Yeah.
Not just in your work, but clearly in your personal life too.
Yeah, big time.
And I guess you've got a supportive family that help you with that.
I mean, family obviously means everything to me, and so does my music and then work.
And have you got children?
Yeah, I've got a son. Yeah.
Son. Is he musical?
Well, this is another funny thing. He started learning saxophone recently, and I've never pushed him to it really. I never wanted to push him to say anything. If it comes out of him, then amazing. And he's been nagging me for like a few years. Dad, when I'm going to start learning? Oh. And we've bought a house recently, so now we've got more room.
Yeah.
Bought in a sax, and obviously because of certain musicians in the area. I take him to my friends up in sort of Chelmsford Way every Friday, because not now, summer break, he's away with his grandparents for his one-to-ones every Friday. So, and he's making a good progress.
Wow.
So
play together.
So he's following Daddy's footsteps.
That's lovely. What about the FM side? Do you think he'll go into that?
I mean, he's 9.
Okay.
He'll be 10 September, so he's got a few years to think about what it wouldn't surprise me if he decides to seeing how things are going and
that you love your job. He may follow in your footsteps
exactly
as well.
Who knows
I had a guest on before that had mum and dad in facilities management, and he went the same path.
There you go. You would naturally do that. So who knows, he might.
Well, watch this space.
Wife's in property as well.
Oh really?
She's in residential, so
It's definitely.
So the chances are, he'll
I reckon there's a very, very high chance he will fall into that. Oh, that's great. Then he's got a good teacher. Or teachers, should I say?
That's right, yeah.
Oh, lovely. So what's the best bit of advice you've ever been given?
I was thinking about that. I mean, someone said to me once, that was many years ago, without saying who that was, but never mind, irrelevant. Obviously, there's never enough time in the day.
Really?
You'll never get everything done, no matter how hard you try, because people sometimes go, like crazy and work silly hours. Sometimes you have to. I get that because we've got deadlines and whatnot, but there's only enough time in the day. So you got to draw a line in the sand, and say, that's it. You come in the morning, you just crack on from there.
Yes.
Otherwise, you got to balance out, don't you?
Yes.
We work to live, not the other way around.
Love that.
Yeah. And that's how I'm looking at things.
That's amazing. What a great end to the show.
There you go.
Thank you so much.
No, you're very welcome.
It's been an absolute pleasure to interview you today and hear such a fantastic story. And if, like I said, if anyone wants to reach out onto your LinkedIn,
by all means, ping me a message. Yeah.
I'm looking forward to when this goes live and for you to share with all your friends and family. And you have to go back to the person that put you in touch with facilities management. That little push.
I'll send him a link to that.
Yeah, definitely. But thank you so much again.
You're welcome.
It's been an absolute pleasure having you on the show, Michael. Thank you so much. And that's the end of today's episode. What a fantastic show that was. And we shall see you next time. Please like, share and forward onto all your friends and family and anyone that's wanting to get into the FM industry. And that's it. Take care.